There we go. Why, hello.
Happy National Fart Day.
It is National Fart Day.
Terrible
Not
word.
fart. Hey, I didn't find that. Oh, yes, I did. I threw that in there.
That was you.
Aside from being National Fart Day, it's also our 201st show. And we need to say that because we always forget the big numbers. Like, it's like, oh, shoot, yesterday was the 150th show. Yesterday was the 100th show. So anyway, we're going to go with the 201st show as being a big milestone for us, right?
You know what I was going to do, Curt? I even thought about it and then forgot because that's how my brain works lately. Is I was going to go buy the 200 and have it to celebrate, but I forgot. And then we forgot to mention it all together.
I was reading up a lot on us in our ADHD, and I found out a lot more things about how it works. And that's one of them. There's an awesome example. This person's on the phone going, oh, look at this funny thing, hon. Look at this funny thing I found, this funny video. And then they turn around and the husband has fallen down the stairs. Oh, yeah, 911. That's what I'm supposed to 911. There you go. That's the old ADHD. Now, fresh snow this morning, which, of course, Jen loves.
I love snow.
We did have, just as a quick reminder, that it's slick. Yesterday, many snow and ice-related accidents. So if you're listening to the show this morning, take your time. Be careful. Yeah.
Stay safe. Drive safely. Maybe stay home. Work remotely if they'll let you.
Yeah. Or be like us. Just go ahead and be unemployed.
Snow day.
Today on the show, how old is middle-aged? And also some of the Super Bowl side bets that you can make.
We also have America's perfect day. Supposedly, a bunch of people got together and said, this is what would make America's perfect day.
Right.
And we speak less words, and we're going to tell you why that is.
Yesterday's question of the day, and again, you showed up. Thank you. Phrases that annoy you every time you hear them. And finally, a new spin on an old snack. An old snack.
Are you saying we're not together because you and Dana are suffering from a cold, plus it's snowing?
Well, here's the deal. Yes, we are remote again today. We try to do the show together in our little invented studio, but and mostly because when we're not in the same room, we tend to like talk over each other and interrupt each other and all that kind of stuff. It's very hard to do for us, at least. So yesterday, last night, at what time was it? About 9 or so?
Yeah.
You sent me a text saying, I know you're not feeling well, and I appreciate you asking. I know you're not feeling well, but do you want to do the show together, or should we do it remotely? And I said, let's do remotely again, just to be safe. But I had to type that very quickly and send it off to you because right at that same time, the Kraken scored a goal. So I had to high five all the people around me and drink a beer. So there you go.
You were at the Kraken game?
Oh.
And we're doing the show remotely? Whatever.
Perhaps. You're right. That was a bit of a lie. I did not actually have a beer.
Hurt. Whatever. Okay.
What would you expect? What would you expect?
On to the next. We have a lot to cover today.
All right. We have a lot to cover today.
I wanted to mention this because, first of all, Curt and I would love to see you because we want to meet the people that are listening to the podcast, watching the podcast. We want to see you.
And good cause.
Yeah, and Saturday morning is the opportunity to do that. So in what is that, in 4 days, 3 days? This Saturday, Bellevue Downtown Park, Alexander's Hope, Valentine's Dash. So it's on, what is Saturday? It's the 8th, right?
We were there last year. A lot of, it was a lot of people showed up. It's a walk run, so you don't have to be in great shape to do it. If you don't feel like it, you can bring your doggies, obviously. And we'd love to see you there. We in Bellevue Downtown Park. And you don't even have to do the walk run if you don't want to. You just want to come by and say hello.
Maybe make a donation.
Yeah, it's a great way to raise some money. So we'd love to see you on Saturday. We'll remind you again on tomorrow and Friday's show, right?
You can go to alexandershope.org and get more information and sign up. But it is a great cause. Organ donation awareness, and they support Nick of Time Foundation, which gives kids free heart health screenings and saves lives.
It is really a good cause. And don't worry, you don't have to do the organ donation until after you pass. It's not like I'm going to donate my organ next week.
Okay, Curt.
I'm getting a lot of head shakes from you today, Jen, and I love it. It's my favorite. Speaking of raising money, Remember that FireAid benefit concert from last weekend?
Yeah, yeah.
Raised a whole bunch of money. So if you participated or even if you didn't, awesome. Over $100 million, the FireAid benefit to help out with the recovery efforts in Los Angeles from the fires. And they can use every penny. So
That's mega.
that's pretty huge. They got all kinds of donations from everywhere, ticket sales, sponsorships, merchandise sales. And of course, you probably heard there were some great performances. Green Day, Stevie Nicks was there, Lady Gaga, Pink, Billie Eilish, no doubt. They said it was a surprise Nirvana reunion, but I hesitate to say that because as long as Kurt Cobain is not there, it's actually not a reunion. But it was great to see, of course, so it was Dave Grohl and Chris Novoselic from Nirvana. And again, over $1 million. Yay!
What's this thing about this 90 track benefit album?
Yeah, they did, of course, record the show.
Okay.
This will be available. Oh, wow. It's only available for 24 hours on Friday.
That's what I was reading. This Friday, this album, this 90 track benefit album is going to drop. And it's going to be only available for 24 hours, called Good Music to Lift Los Angeles.
If you want to write this down, go ahead.
Yeah, bandcamp.com, starting at midnight. And it's $20.25. 2025, you get it?
2025. And contributions on that album from REM, Death Cab for Cutie, our little local band here, Tenacious D, Modest Mouse, Interpol, and many others. So, and of course, it'll also help out with the recovery effort. Not I don't want to say recovery, but the efforts there to, help out with all the people, tens of thousands of people, maybe more than that. Is it hundreds of thousands of people? You're taking a phone call, Jen Pirak?
Look.
You're taking a phone call in the middle of our show.
All district schools are closed, and there are no after-school or evening activities.
Snow day for Macy, full snow day, not 2 hours late. It's a full closure.
Want to share where Macy goes to school so people know?
She's in the North Shore School District.
Okay, and that means that there might be others that are closed, so check into that.
Yeah.
That phone call didn't say all of the closures, so all right. Hey, go Macy, go make a snowman.
Snow angels and snowmen.
I know. No surprise here, February. Would you think that February, as far as months of the year go, in your favorite month, do you think that February would be considered the favorite month of the year?
I mean, I like February because that means there's some snow and there's Valentine's Day. So there's lots of pink and sparkles and love.
Well, you're going to find something to like about every single month, but I'm just asking you, if you had to say, what's your favorite month of the year? You got to pick one. Would you say February?
No, I would not.
Well, a lot of people did not.
Okay.
In fact, February is the second least favorite month of the year. Second least. January is 26%. That was the most as far as least favorite month. February is right behind there at 11%, and August is 10%. Probably because August is when my birthday is. No, August is when summer ends and school is starting up again.
That's interesting, Curt, because I think that for people in the Pacific Northwest, August might be their favorite month. It's going to be July or August, but August, because our schools typically don't start until September, or maybe it's late. I mean, like at the very, very end of August, but August is when we get our very best weather here.
Because summer doesn't technically start here until July 5th, right?
Right.
That's the joke. So, real quick, people were asked what their favorite month is. Any ideas, Jen, what your favorite month would be?
I mean, my favorite month would be July or August because I love summer and sunshine.
Surprisingly, the one that got the most votes was October. Favorite month of the year, followed by December. That makes sense, the holidays and what have you. So,
what's your favorite month, for real?
I'm going to go with August because that's my birthday month.
And it's sunshine.
And there are no other national holidays in August. It's the only month that doesn't have any holidays in it, except, well, my birthday. That should be the national holiday.
Everybody's birthday is a holiday. Just
Understood.
Know that.
Okay, all right. I won't challenge you on that because
Speaking of age and birthdays, how old do you have to be to say you're middle-aged? That is the question at hand. Do you know the answer to this? Did you know?
I did not look ahead on this story. I'll go ahead and let you do this, so I'll be surprised.
Well, I can't do the story because my computer is freaking out right now, Curt. I don't even have the story in front of me anymore.
I will read. Are you middle-aged? It depends on who you ask. There's never been a consensus of exactly what middle age is. Some say anywhere from 35. Wow, that seems young. Anywhere from 35 to 65, and some people say that's too broad of a spectrum there, that 35. So Merriam-Webster defines middle age is between by about 40 to about 60. That's still a pretty vast, 20 years.
But it's middle. It's in the middle of life for the
A
average
recent poll
human.
found plenty of people outside those ages think that they fit the bill. 1 in 4 Americans under 40 consider themselves middle-aged.
Oh,
1 in 5 people over 60 say the same. Yeah, but based on life expectancy, let's just say that your life expectancy is, I think, 85, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yes, middle age would be 40 to 60.
Yeah. I hope that everybody gets to live all through middle age and up through 85. Be healthy, make good choices.
Is it the end of the show?
No, I'm just saying.
All the things.
I want people to live a long, healthy, good life.
By the way, all of the things as a phrase is going to come up here later in the show.
Oh no, I know, Curt.
I believe it is. Not quite yet, though. We'll get to that soon.
Oh my gosh, I could not believe some of these. I love this stuff though when Super Bowl comes around.
Yep.
And all the silly, I didn't know what prop bets were, but they're side bets. They're like the
they call them prop bets. And often, and one of the ones that's on this list is they'll say things. Of course, you can bet on the game, who's going to win, but you can also do these prop bets, are kind of goofy little side bets, but they're legit. You can actually, if you want to, say this year, some of the prop bets are if you want to bet on, say Travis Kelce proposes to Taylor Swift after the game. The odds of that, it has a 16.7%, the probability that will happen. So you can bet on that if you want.
I hope that he does. That would be super fun. That would make the game worth watching.
That would make the game worth turning.
A coach or player will cry during the national anthem.
Right,
That's a high chance. That's a high probability that's going to happen. There's usually at least one that's
other ones real quick. These are prop bets for the Super Bowl. A quarterback catches a pass. The color of the Gatorade. That's one every year. They say, what color will the Gatorade be that's poured on the winning coach? If you're interested this year, the best odds are that the purple Gatorade will be poured on the winning coach.
Who will win the MVP mentioned first?
God or Jesus? You had to read the whole sentence, Jen.
Sorry, I missed the whole sentence.
That's all right. Yeah. Are they so, often when they get a chance after that, say, hey, you just won the game. How are you feeling? I just want to thank God, or I just want to thank Jesus. You can bet on which one it's going to be.
Okay. Kendrick Lamar mentions Drake during the halftime show. There's a 25% chance that will happen.
First celebrity cameo. They pan in the stands and they find it. Well, here's a shocker, right? Taylor Swift is the favorite. They're saying will be the first celebrity cameo at about 33%. But then Peyton Manning, they're saying that's second most likely.
What about Travis's brother, Jason? That's a big one.
I think he'll be there for sure. And also, who's a big Kansas City fan is the actor Paul Rudd. I bet that they'll cut to him at some point.
Oh, I'd
He's
like him.
He's going to have to be there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
There you go. Your prop bets for the Super Bowl. Not too late to get involved on that because the Super Bowl is, I believe, coming up within the next 3 months or so.
This Sunday.
Okay, Sunday.
Curt,
more Super Bowl stuff.
Yeah, a little bit more Super Bowl stuff. Yesterday we talked about some of the Super Bowl commercials to watch for. We have more for you. Did you happen to watch any of these?
I have seen the Uber Eats one, and that's pretty good.
Oh my God, the Uber Eats one is hilarious. There are so many puns in there.
You've got a lot of stars in the Uber Eats Super Bowl commercial. Matthew McConaughey, Kevin Bacon, Martha Stewart, Charlie XCX, the Greta Gerwig.
Listen, if you're sitting with your phone or your computer and have some extra time and then you think about this, Google the Uber Eats commercial because I really do think it's pretty damn good.
You just told people to tune out from our podcast.
No, I'm not. After the
when
podcast. Anyway, what are some of the other ones? I didn't know what Squarespace was. I think it's Squarespace. Squarespace is a place that makes, a business that makes websites, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, they got a donkey in theirs. Stella Artois team, they've got David Beckham was going to find his long-lost brother in their spot. And then yesterday we found out who that should I say who it was?
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Well, we don't want to do a spoiler.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, you can turn the radio. You can turn your music down for 10 seconds. We found out Stella Artois said that the long-lost brother is Matt Damon. The spot was directed by Ben Affleck. That might have something to do with that.
And then Frank's Red Hot did a commercial this year. They put Paris Hilton in it, and their bottle is all blinged out.
Okay. Is she having a bit of a resurgence? I've been seeing her more and more.
Me too. Yes,
well,
I think so.
I want to take that back because unfortunately I think I've been seeing her more because her house burned down in the fires. I know that she had one of the houses that burned down. So
I've been seeing her more and more too, though. I think she's doing some more stuff.
Okay,
Anyway,
good.
I'm excited for this.
You guys did such a good job answering the question of the day from yesterday. We're going to have to whip through this as well because there's a lot of responses.
There's a lot of phrases that annoy y'all. That's for sure. What phrase annoys you every time you hear it?
What was mine going to be? You know what? I had a good one, and I'll think of it. No, I think I put it at the very end. So
okay,
let's do it here.
Andrea and Laurel both said, "I'm picking up what you're putting down."
And a lot of these, it seems like they're relatively recent phrases that people are just now getting sick of because that one hasn't been around that long, you know. Amy and Mary said, no worries, man. None. That's the worst. Lori said, I had a brain fart. That's the one that she thinks is annoying.
Brian said, slay all day, my 10-year-old's go-to. Slay all day, Dad.
I like Steve's beginning a sentence with like or you know. He's like, no, I don't know. That's why I asked. You know?
Karen I have a bad habit of saying like at the beginning of a sentence. It's terrible.
And in the middle and 2/3 of the way through and then towards the end. But I rely on like. It's a bit of a crutch for all of us, I think, as well. Karen said cool beans and you rock are the annoying phrases that she is super annoyed by.
That's
Brittany
Karin.
and Jenny.
Yeah, Karin said that. Brittany said, bruh, my 5-year-old has this on repeat. Jenny said, people calling me bro.
She's like, I'm not a bro. Suzanne and Eric both shared they're overused. The phrase that annoys them every time that they hear it is what it is.
Juliet said butt hurt, and Melissa said I hate that one too. Jay said iconic anything.
Right. Other ones people guessed or said were, these are annoying phrases. Let's touch base. Get over it. Sorry, not sorry. Kathy said awesome. That's been around for a long time. I'm not sick of awesome. I guess that's what else do you say? Great.
So here's the thing. Sonia said one, and I've been saying it wrong if Sonia has it right. Rode hard and put up wet. I thought it was rode hard and put away wet. Is that the same thing, right?
Yeah, that's the same difference. It's a phrase they use about horses, but they tend to use it for if you've had a rough night, I suppose. Jackie, last call. She hates that phrase. Last call, annoying.
Connie said, Jen, I have two. Where you at? And that's horrible grammar. Yes. And especially it ends up with a preposition.
And let me jump to the end because we also had Phil saying, where are you at? And we recall from our old radio days, people would call and say, hey, this is Jenny. It's like, hey, where are you calling from? Now, before I'm going to defend that we used to say, where are you calling from? Because in radio, you talk to listeners the way that they're used to being talked to. Because the proper way to say that is not where are you calling from and be like, hi, Jenny, from where are you calling? We're not going to say that. From where are you calling?
All right. That is a thing. Connie also said, my bad, which is terrible. Michael said, to tell you the truth. And then Human replied, to be honest, I agree.
To be honest, must be his that he hates so much. We had other answers of people saying their phrase is overused, literally. Also, someday, understand what I'm saying. And hey, no offense.
And Kelly, I say this one. I'm here for it. She does not like that one.
I don't think I've ever used that. Alicia, it's been a minute since whatever. I've seen you, whatnot. It's been a minute. Merity, I'm just saying. Let me tell you, Merity, the phrase I'm just saying we used to feel back in the Detroit days that our morning show guy, John, used to say, as long as you follow what you say by, I'm just saying, you can say anything you want. Like he'd say, hey, your babies are ugly. What? I'm just saying.
Oh.
I disagree.
Cam, our favorite bartender, has two of them. Everything happens for a reason. He's like, yeah, duh. And I voted for Trump. He doesn't like people saying that.
Pat, is that your boyfriend, Pat?
It is.
He is annoyed by the phrase, is it top of mind?
Yeah. Keep that top of mind.
Jennifer said people who say BQ for BECU. I've never heard that.
And anywho.
BECU, if for those listening out of the area, is a credit union here, Boeing Employees Credit Union. Do people say BQ?
I think Jennifer works for BECU. That's why I'm pretty sure.
Oh, she would know.
Jennifer. We know Jennifer. Okay.
Good one, Jennifer.
Shannon said, any way, shape, or form. That's funny. In any way, shape, or form.
Love that. And again, phrases that annoy you every single time you hear them. There's a bunch of them. It all works out, says Sarah. Yeah, it does. But in the midst of, and then she puts F off. She really doesn't like that phrase.
Well, because in the midst of it, like when you're sitting in it, the bad stuff, and someone says it all will work out. Like, you don't want to hear that.
Okay.
Now,
I kind of
Maya,
agree with the F off then.
I feel like you should read Maya's answer because this is right up your alley.
Maya is dead on with this one. Maya says the phrase that annoys her, I could care less, which actually means you care a lot. See, you're saying, well, I could care less. I just choose not to. So the actual saying, according to Maya, I could not care less, or I couldn't care less. And then she put, my job here is done. Or maybe she thinks that's an annoying phrase. I don't know. Randy.
Yeah, Randy.
Are you even listening? Is one that he shares. And also, there isn't enough pizza crust for you to have your own, Randy.
That's Let me just explain why Randy said that. We were at a party, a make your own pizza party one night.
I remember this.
And he said, and he was making this perfect pizza, his perfect Randy pizza. And his wife comes up and says, Randy, you don't get your own pizza. There's not enough pizza crust for all of us. And he you should have seen him, his just dejected bummer look. And then once his pizza was done, we were all taking slices of it. And he was mad.
And he's the nicest guy. Why were you guys taking his pizza? But it specifies the crust here for you. And maybe he was trying to be nice because a lot of people will eat the innards and leave the crust.
No, because it was the dough. It was really the dough that was making.
Oh, okay.
There wasn't enough dough crust, to make.
Finally, Barb's the phrase that annoys her the most is, it's not my responsibility. I guess you got to say it like that. Hey, it's not my responsibility. Feel free to let us know your phrases that annoy you or overused. They're still all posted for your viewing pleasure.
Curt, do you watch American Idol anymore?
No.
Okay, and I haven't watched it in a while, but I wanted to mention this because I thought it was interesting. They're making a couple changes, and the big question is American Idol gone country? Because here's the thing, Jelly Roll was on last year. He's a big country artist. He was on last year, but he's getting a promotion. So he's having a good year because this is big if you are into country at all. He's lost 120 pounds and he just got a promotion on American Idol. Last season, he served as a mentor on the show, but this coming season, he's going to be an artist in residence. So he's going to be at the Hollywood Week, mentoring these kids and, guiding them on what to do to make it through. And the second major change is they're replacing Katy Perry used to be the judge. She was on there for a long time. Carrie Underwood is the new judge there.
Okay.
And then they already have Luke Bryan in. So it's Luke Bryan, Carrie Underwood, Jelly Roll, 3 big country artists. And then they have Lionel Richie.
Of course they have Lionel Richie. You got to have Lionel Richie.
Anyway, I just wanted to mention that they're going to do a sneak peek of American Idol after the Oscars, which air on March 2nd. And the official season starts on the 9th of March.
Well, let me just say, between periods 2 and 3 last night at the Kraken game that I was not at, probably, Antoine Tyler played. He's a country artist with a big, giant black hat. Black country, because I thought he did a good job, Antoine Tyler, if you want to look it up. But
he played at the game, in between periods or something.
Yeah, up in the I don't know, the roost up there,
area.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, okay.
Aren't you supposed to fold up the sides of cowboy hats? Are they supposed to be wide brimmed all the way out? Because it must have been an extra 3 feet on top of his head.
He was pulling the Melania.
I get it. I get it, and that's funny.
All right.
I like it. Thank you, Jen.
Let's talk about the perfect day. America's perfect day, Curt.
All right. So is this basically saying if you had a totally free day to do whatever you wanted, how would you spend it? What was the perfect day for you?
What well, they say 6 hours and 54 minutes of sleep, which our friend Lori, who's a health person, would say that is not enough sleep. You should be getting 8 hours. So that's interesting to me that Americans say that it would only be 6 hours and 54 minutes of sleep, 2 hours of eating, 3 hours of family time, 1 hour, 24 minutes of hanging out with friends, 1 hour, 6 minutes of hanging out with pets. Now that's not long enough for you to hang out with the puppers.
I agree. 3 hours and 6 minutes of watching TV, an hour, 24 minutes spent on hobbies, an hour, 30 messing around on our phone. Then it gets down to 48 minutes of exercise, which should be probably more than that, but I'm not going to say it because I don't even. 48 minutes spent shopping, Jen. That should be more than that.
Oh, there's more sleep added. There's a 42-minute nap on top of the almost 7 hours of sleep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally,
1 hour and 18 minutes spent listening to music.
there you go.
I think
Perfect
music
day.
just, I think it clears your head. It's good for the soul. If you can double up and you can actually have some pets around you while you're listening to music, that could be the other 24 hours of the day when you're not sleeping, in my opinion.
It says the average person expects to have 16 perfect days in 2025, and that's about one perfect day every 3 weeks.
I could go for that.
Me too.
All right. Wow.
This story actually is kind of, it's a bummer because it's basically saying that the eggs are going to get even more expensive than they already are.
Right. Now, have you ever been to a Waffle House, Jen, in your whole life?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're very popular, obviously, much more in the South than they are around here. Now they serve a lot of eggs. They serve a lot of food, period.
Yeah.
But Waffle House announced that they have added a 50-cent surcharge on every single egg they sell.
So now the restaurants are passing down the cost of eggs to us. We're so lucky.
Yeah, not like that was going to happen. So that means if you get a 3-egg omelet that was, I don't know, what's a good price? $10? It's now going to be $11.50.
Yeah.
For surcharges for eggs.
They're saying it's temporary, and the extra fee will be removed once the price of eggs comes back down. Which, you know what? That's what they said during COVID when prices went up, and they never went back down.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, maybe they'll do that. Apparently, not just inflation contributing to the volatile egg prices, but also the bird flu outbreak that we had. So far, that's affected 135 million birds.
That's so sad. It is a really, really sad situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible. I mean, there's jokes out there right now. We were just talking about one last night. Like, I ordered a chick and a dozen eggs online. I'll let you know which one comes first. Get it? The chicken or the egg?
I see what you did there, Jen Pirak, and I like it. How about this one? People are speaking less these days.
Not us.
Yeah, well, we got to keep on doing this for whatever reason because we enjoy it. People are speaking fewer words each day. So this new study found the number of words that they used to speak, people, compared to now, people are speaking about 3,000 fewer words each and every day as compared to 20 years ago. So the current average is about 13,000 words per day, 2005, which still blows my mind that was 20 years ago, by the way. 2005, on average, it was 16,000 words per day.
Okay.
What?
Why is this?
Why? The reason? More reliance on digital communications like texting and social media. So instead of calling back your mother-in-law and getting stuck on the phone for 20 minutes, you can just respond with a text saying, okay. Or if that's too many words for you, just K. They've shortened okay to just K.
That's annoying. That's how my daughters respond to some of my texts, and I freaking hate it. K.
Should that have been on the phrases that you hate up there? Just K.
Ugh.
That's it. So the stereotype is that women use more words than men. That tends to be true, but not by much. The study found that women speak around 13,350 words per day compared to 11,950 words for men.
Okay.
Question is this a bad thing? Maybe it just means we're being less social. The researchers, there's a quote here. Researchers say social interaction through conversation plays a crucial role in mental and physical health, similar to exercise and sleep. So the declining trend of word use is not a great thing. Although now we're speaking more in, texting and stuff like that. So,
I don't know.
I don't know. You're just being quiet because you don't want to get into how many words do you use a day.
I'm saving my words.
Okay. Well, use some words now because we got this to talk about.
No, I want to know. Yeah, you found this little story about if you're a Harry Potter fan, you're going to love this snack.
Yeah. All right. Maybe even if you're not a Harry Potter fan, but if you're tired of having the same old snack as we get into this big weekend, which is going to be huge for snacks because there's a certain football game on Sunday, goldfish. What do you think of goldfish to start with as far as being a snack?
What do you think it should what?
What do you think of goldfish as a snack? What do you, Jen,
I
think?
like it. I like goldfish. Right? Macy loves them, so I get them. I have them stocked in my house.
I like them when they're blended with like they do like a snack mix. So they might have, they might have pretzels in there and nuts
Kind
and
of like a Chex
goldfish
Mix with the goldfish
and
added.
Chex Mix as well. Yeah. So Goldfish on Tuesday announced, that's yesterday, it's partnering with Warner Brothers Discovery to launch its limited edition Goldfish butter beer flavored grams, which are inspired by Harry Potter. I don't know
Okay.
that Harry Potter movies had butter beer in it. The new crackers, the company said in a statement, come with a rich butterscotch flavor, hints of creamy vanilla, and a touch of magic in each fun-shaped bite, which tastes somewhat like Ron Weasley. That's not true. It didn't say it tastes like Ron Weasley.
What
All
is
the other
it?
stuff was accurate, though.
Okay.
Have you not seen any Harry Potter movies?
I have only seen like 2 or 3. I've listened to 4 of the books, I think it is. Either 3 or
Okay.
4 of them. I can't remember. And then I stopped, but I don't know why I stopped. I mean, I love the stories, and the guy that narrates it is brilliant.
Well, you looked like confused when I said Ron Weasley. You know who that is,
No,
right?
I know who Ron Weasley is.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I just was
So,
looking at you weird because I didn't know if that was truth or not.
well, good point. I guess. Last thing about this, the senior director at Goldfish, Mike Finelli, says the Harry Potter Butterbeer partnership is an exciting new chapter in our journey of creating unforgettable flavors and shapes for our Goldfish Grams portfolio. There's a Goldfish Grams portfolio, I guess. And they can't wait for Harry Potter fans and all snackers to try these delicious Goldfish Butterbeer flavored grams. Goldfish are perfect the way that they are, as far as I'm concerned.
Just plain old.
Yeah. Well, that's the only option you had, right? Are there other Goldfish flavors?
Oh yeah, Curt, where have
Okay.
you been? There's like Macy only likes the extreme cheddar.
Okay.
You got to have the extreme cheddar, not just the original. But there's like goldfish pretzels now. There's like, I want to say there's like nacho flavored pretzels. It's like chips. They have like all the different flavors.
It sounds like I need to get out more and try more versions of goldfishes. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to come up with the question of the day because we forgot to do that.
That's fine. I was just going to ask you real quick, is there sour cream and onion flavored goldfish?
There actually might be. I can't remember.
I would try those. I would try those for sure.
I was gonna put in here for a possible question of the day since we're coming to the end of our show.
Please.
Is maybe since Super Bowl's coming up, like your favorite, like must serve appetizer at your Super Bowl party.
Wait. Did you say must have appetizer?
Must have appetizer or
I'm
must
sorry. I
do-
really thought you said mustard appetizer.
Well, I said must serve, like or must have is better.
Well,
But what
that
do you
sounds
think
like
about that?
mustard.
I know.
Okay. And maybe these people have some secret, recipes or additions that they can say, you can have a Chex Mix, but you got to add, Mars bars or something.
Yeah,
I don't
any
know.
like secret yumminess. I'm going to tell you something that Riley, my daughter, introduced me to for her 21st birthday party celebration
that?
with families. She had me make, because she gets to choose whatever she wants to have for her meal and dessert. S'mores bark.
What was it?
S'mores bark. So
S'mores bark.
So Macy helped me make it, and you take a cookie sheet and you crush up graham crackers and put some butter and a little bit of sugar in it, press it down, spread it with marshmallows, the small little marshmallows, bake that so it gets all melty, and then you drizzle, like you put melted chocolate chips on that, and then you put on more marshmallows and freeze it, and then you break it up as bark, and it's freaking good.
For people that are watching this versus just listening, I cannot believe how many different hand gestures you had for each of those things. This was sprinkle marshmallows. This was flatten chocolate. This was more marshmallows. What else was in there?
Flatten
the we're going to have to use that as our, you had a unique gesture for each little flavor and piece there. I like that. So we're going to have to post that recipe now.
Okay, I will post that recipe on the Facebook post. So I'll put what's your favorite Super Bowl snack or appetizer or whatever. And then I'll put the recipe for that in the post in the comments on Curt and Jen in the Morning Facebook page.
I want to try that, by the way. If you happen to make those and I haven't snuck off to a Kraken game and not told you,
I know.
I would be happy to try those. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks in advance on that one.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. And of course, Viewing as well. Like, follow, subscribe, all the stuff, all the things. We left that one out, by the way. That was a phrase that people
All
said.
the things.
It was an annoying one. All the things.
I hope that you have a great Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, so get at it. Make it great. Make good choices. Find joy. Spread kindness. And as we always say, laugh. Have a good one.